Hi everyone and welcome to Diamond Paintings with me, your host Mike. Today we get to start this lovely little owl. I'm going to call him Barney because when I was at school we did this trip and we went to this place that had owls and we got to have a photo done with a little owl, a real owl on your shoulder, and have a photo done. So this brings back vivid memories of that all them years ago. And yeah, I'm going to call him Barney the Owl. But very, very impressed with this because it's a nice, decent size. We call this a partial. So what that means is that this part round the edge is not drilled. The centre is. So we're mainly focusing on the owl here. But what we're going to do is we're going to do 30-minute sessions on this. So it could take a little time. It could take, it could be done in about 4 sessions, I don't know, but it'll just continue until it's finished. So yeah, I saw this with the works, and you've really got to pay attention with this. They come in like a little book thing. So this is obviously the binder for it. I take them all off because I like to get rid of rubbish. So as you can see, it's numbers right the way down to letter 8, and then obviously it goes in batches of 4 symbols, or letters if you like, from 9 to 12. So we're going to kick start this off with this lovely grey colour, and yeah, I can't wait to get this started and moving. When I opened it I was like, oh, I wonder if it's going to be like Ario Borealis drills, you know, the special AB ones, and yeah, no, it's the standard ones. But it comes with this lovely pen, so I'm giving it a go today. And last night I was on the train travelling home, and you know when you're sort of like on the train and you're reading your emails, you're checking your messages, going on Facebook just to like bypass the time of the travel while you get to Braintree and that. And I thought I'll have to go on Amazon, and there's this horse painting that I've been looking at, and it's been in my wish list for a while now, and I went to buy it yesterday and it was £5, but something else caught my attention, and you'll see that video in the near future, because obviously, as I said, up till December it's all themes at the moment, so I'm actually doing a few unboxings for next year. And yeah, I saw this painting. By the way, I'm actually thinking of doing like an unboxing video like during a set day of the week, but I'm not sure yet. But anyway, I saw this painting of this horse and I thought, oh, I'll get that, it's only a £5, just within the price I want to pay. But something else caught my attention, so I bought a different painting. And yeah, I came across, I was checking through my wish list and I thought, right, I'm going to see what else I can get, because obviously I was just wanting to have a browse, and I couldn't believe it. This horse painting that I wanted was £5, and yesterday it dropped to £2.99, and I thought, there's no arguing about that. I'm having that. That is a fantastic price. Obviously I pay for Prime, so I get unlimited next day delivery for a whole month for £7.99 a month, and I thought that's a bargain. I've got to have that. So yeah, I ended up buying that for £2.99. And it's coming today, so fantastic. This is the thing with Amazon, I think, you know, it's almost like they know you're going to buy it, because I don't know if you've noticed, but as soon as you add that to your wish list, it could be like £5, but then if you check in and get, you know, a few days time, it drops. It keeps going up and down because their prices fluctuate so much. But yeah, I thought that was brilliant, and I've just got to have that. There's no way to beat it. I've got to have it. So yeah, so Barney the Owl, and by the time you'll see this, it's probably going to be, oh, I don't know, I'm thinking about chucking it in some point in November, because I'm actually filming this in October. So, but yeah, this is the thing with the works, you've just got to like search and search and search every day. You've got, because when you sign up to their emails, they don't always tell you about new paintings. So my advice to you on that would be just like check it every day, see if there's anything on there that you fancy. And I literally went on there because I had like a £3 voucher to use, and I literally went on there and I couldn't believe it. I saw it and I was like, right, OMG, I've got to get that. And I had some exciting news the day before. So originally I was going to buy it on payday. And on Friday of last week, I'm just trying to think of what the date is. I think it's the 27th today. So it's Friday of last week, whatever the date that would have been. I got a notification on my bank. And I thought, oh no, what's going to happen now, you know? Because I always think it's like a direct debit and that. And no, I received the money that my work owed me. So the court paid, I don't know whether it's the court or the actual company that I work for paid me the money that I was owed. So obviously, now that they've paid me, I had to get in touch with ACAS and obviously the tribunal team in London to say, look, they've paid the money, we can shut the case down, no need to go to tribunal now or the hearing. So basically it's quite good when you set up a court case because it sort of pushes the company to solve the problem. And I think the lesson learned here is they'll know not to muck me about again, I think. And I think it's taught them a lesson that I'm serious in what I say. So if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something, you know. So I got that and I was like, oh my God. Because I said like within 5 days. And I said, well, do I still need to sign this COP3 form? Which is some sort of legal paperwork that we sign to say that both parties are happy with it. And my consolidator changed and it was a different person. And for whatever reason, it got reassigned to a different case handler. And yeah, he said, I emailed them and said, do I still need to sign this? You know, they've paid the money. I consider this now abolished, you know. And he said, there's no need, if they've paid you, there's no need to do that. So, yeah. And I checked my wage slip, because obviously I haven't done many hours this month. And I've only done, as far as I can recall, 1 shift. Because the rest of it, I knew, I just knew that I would get paid the money owed. So I knew that I could have like a couple of weeks off of unpaid leave. And, you know, I'll get paid for it. So either way, because the tribunal will get the money that I'm owed. So it sort of took care of itself. What is that? Is that a 6? It is a 6. Let me just backtrack slightly. Is that 6, 6, 6? Right, we've got a 6 here. Some of these drills are a little bit fuzzy. So what I'll do is I'll push these. What colour is that? That's A. Okay, so what I can do is I'll move that over there. So yeah, anyway, I got this payment and I was like, oh my God. So the first thing I did was I got onto the works and I ordered this, because I've said this many times, these things sell out so fast. I bought a owl painting. This is the second owl I've done now. It was like a little card. And that, you know, within the day after it sold out, because I went on there to get the link so that people could buy it if they wanted to, so that I could put it in the video description. And yeah, it sold out for almost 3 weeks. Some of these things don't come back in stock, and that is why I say you've got to get it there and then. So today, I am looking to buy the leopard and the skull. I love Scalosauruses. So I'm really looking to buy that. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. All this time and they've now sorted the problem. So yeah, really, really happy. But whether I'll stay at that company, I really don't know, because it's not worth the hassle each month of going through this crap, you know. I don't understand why it's so difficult to calculate the right figure. You know, but it's just, you know, a sigh of relief, you know, case resolved. You know, now I've got to try and figure out this British Gas one. Because a lot of people are coming into my mum's, where she works, and she's saying, oh, have you got the energy rebate yet? And they're all saying that they've got theirs, but why is it British Gas? You know, we've got to wait till the end. Do you see what I mean? So, yeah, it's really unfair, because everyone else has got theirs, and then on the news we got told Rishi Sunak is the Prime Minister. To be fair with you, I think he's going to be really good. I think he will do the job. He seems to know what he's doing. So, but there was a video on TikTok. He was putting candles outside where Larry normally sits. Larry is the Prime Minister's cat, apparently, that resides there. But yeah, couldn't believe it. Okay, so we've got D now. Sorry about all these jewels cropping up. We've got so many. They're lovely colours. But yeah, I just thought I'll crack on with this. It's quite a short one. Because I've still got to do some of the Halloween painting like there, but I thought, well, I fancy a change. You know, I've done it quite several days. I've still got a few more days yet, but yeah. So yeah, and then on the train last night, I was ordering this painting, and it was $2.99. And it's very, very difficult. As I said, it's so hard to say no. You know, I've tried to tighten the belt and I've tried to stop myself buying them, but it's not. It's a very addictive thing. And then last night when I was lying in my bed watching Wild at Heart, because I'm on the series where Sarah, that's the end of Sarah's basically time with Wild at Heart, because she dies in the fire. And then you get Dawn Steele that takes over. And I was thinking, what the hell am I going to do with all these paintings? And I sort of thought to myself, I do them and then they just sit in a file, and that's all they do. They sit in a file just to be looking at. And then I wanted to get frames for them all, and then I'm thinking, well, if I get frames, they're going to be here, there and everywhere, all over the wall. So I'm only going to do like special occasion ones like Christmas, Halloween, in frames and that. But then what I could do is put one on the wall each month and alternate it, so different theme on the wall each month. But yeah, it's a lot of definitely a lot of paintings, but it's very addictive. You can't stop buying. Some painting, my price range is £5. I don't like to go higher than that. But if there's a painting that really, really grabs my attention, in this case this owl, I will pay a little bit more if I need to, because if I really want it, and I know that these sort of things will sell out with the works very quick. I'd like to see the works come out with, you know that flower painting I've got? It's on a big, like, it looks like MDF board, but it's a canvas that you hang on the wall. I'd like to see a couple more of them come out, because they've not brought any more of them. So I'd like to see some of them come out. But what I also do is with these pens, I don't keep these. I like to work on my own pen, but these ones I do keep. The pink ones I'm referring to, I take the little tip out of this because these can get damaged depending on how hard you press. So it's always best to keep the little tips there. But just be mindful, these things don't fit in the fish pen. They do, but it's cracked a little bit of it. So. But yeah, and as I said, these sort of colours, they'll crop up especially whites, they'll crop up all the time in paintings, so always keep them, you know. You never know whether you're going to be short of some, so yeah. But yeah, I can't believe we're almost at the end of October. Because they say 5 weeks, don't they? And you think, oh, this is going to drag like hell, you know? And yeah, it just whizzes by. I'm excited for the new year. I want to see what new builds are happening. I've been asked to do some sort of video. One of my diamond painters, they want me to do a video with them or something. So I don't know how she wants me to do that. But she said I've got to buy this specific painting, and then we're both going to do it together or something. But I don't know whether she wants me, I don't know whether she means like painting at the same time or whether she wants me to come on the show. I'm quite happy to come on a stream. I'm happy to do that. You know, really happy to. So yeah. But yeah, I wanted to, normally I would do any new paintings, normally they're in Witten that I do them in there, because I get piles and piles of it, and normally it's because my file's over there, but I've been looking at some more A3 files so that we can start putting some of these paintings in. They're lovely, but I think they're like 20 quid, so once it falls down a bit, I think that's a little bit excessive. But my friend last night was telling me about these cases. They're called an art case or something. So yeah, my big ones, my big diamond paintings, like Leo the dog and Molly, they go in. I bought this thing from the works. It's a big jigsaw, like foldable case thing. So the idea is that you do the jigsaw and you can flat pack it so that you don't have to mess it up and that. So I bought that and it works a treat. It was 20 quid and it works a treat for big paintings because it keeps them nice and flat. It gives them somewhere to store it, you know. So it's really good. Then later on, I'm waiting for Amazon to come. So yeah, I was on the train, got that painting bowl, so I got some Galaxy in this cherry Coke. So I just love the fact you get it next day. So I'm waiting for that, but I also need to pick up issues from the newsagents. So I really hope Amazon come early because it's one of them parcels which I've got to be in for because you're not gonna fit Coke through the door, are you? So they will leave it outside on the doorstep, but last time I had to shoot to the shop before it closed. I can always go tomorrow. I mean, it's not an urgent thing because I've put a temporary break video up on my World of Mike page, YouTube, because from up until the 31st of October, we've got that show that we're doing. And I took a photo of the stage, so I'll show you guys that. But obviously I need to put it onto my tablet because I film with the phone. So, but yeah, it's definitely a fun show to work on. And I totally forgot, so I had to put the channel on a break because I can't film and do that at the same time. So yeah. Oh, lovely B. Have we got B? Yep. It must be this one. Oh, that's nice. A slate grey. Who remembers that character from Del Boy where he goes Slater? But there's a scene with Del Boy and Rodney. I think the Driscoll brothers come in, but they're standing behind this curtain. And back in them day, they had these stupid phones. They're reportable phones, but they're big and bulky, and they had this aerial on them. So what happens is he's standing behind the curtain, and I don't know what happened to the phone, but the aerial shut up Del Boy's snout. So, so he's got this aerial shoved up his nose, and obviously there's two Driscoll brothers, one's small, one's big. So he's got this stick and he's poked it through the, the curtain, but luckily it's missed them. So that was pretty funny. What's going on here? Hang on a minute. B, D, B, we can move back. We'll put B down here then. About there, that's fine. So yeah. But I was thinking of going Chelmsford tomorrow. Just see if there's anything up there. Anything exciting. Because I need to get some more Lynxes. I've run out of Lynx thingamajig. The deodorant Lynx. But I've seen, whenever I go on the train, I hope. A minute. Whenever I go on the train, I carry one of these, which is Palm Safe Hand Gel, but it doesn't leave your hands sticky. It's got a really good formula, because some hand gels, they'll leave your hands sticky and it drives me insane when that happens. And they've got this new one called Savage, or Savage, but I like to call it Savage. And I'm thinking of getting that. Now they do sell these on Amazon for $2.99. Some of the fragrances, some of the scents they don't do on Amazon. You'll have to go physically to the PalmSafe website, because I want the Daisy one, and I asked them why isn't Daisy available on Amazon, and they said it's because something to do with when you sell on Amazon, they don't allow you to, it has to be over a certain amount or something, or it won't allow you to do it. So I said, okay, that's fair enough, you know, I'll order it through the website. But the Sauvage, that is on Amazon for $2.99, so I've got to get that. I do like to give them all a go. Now, what you can do is you do have refill bottles for these. You can keep these because these come with a clip thing, and you can fill these up. But for me, I think it's just easier to buy a new one of these because you get a new clip then. So they're great for like clipping on your belt. You can't use them for mountain climbing, so don't. Whoops, drop that on the floor. Don't think that. But you get all these clips. The Alien one, don't get that. Oh man, that's horrible. It's got a horrible, horrible smell to it. There's one called Alien, and it's vile. I had to wash my hands so much when I used that one. It's horrid stuff. Let me see, I think, have I got it in here? I think I've got it. Yeah. It wasn't here, I don't know where it's gone, but was it in this one? Sauvage. Yeah, there we go. This is it. It's called Alien Invasion. As you can see, I've not used it because the smell is, oh my god, it is disgusting. And obviously, because it's a hygiene product, you can't return it because of obviously hygiene and that. So yeah, my advice to you would be don't get that one because it smells awful. You know them alien eggs as a kid, you got like an alien egg with jelly or some sort of, it's like a silicone or something in the egg, and you got this silicone alien in it. That's what it smells like. I remember them as a kid. I used to collect everyone, and then there was this myth that apparently if you put two together and this alien had a hole in it, in the back of the alien, it would you would get a baby alien out of it. But I don't think it was true. I think it was just like a gimmick, you know, to get them. So yeah. But this owl painting, this shouldn't take too long at all. It would take probably a day to get this done. Won't take that long. But yeah, I hope to get this done over 4 weeks, but if not, it will just continue until it's done. It's a really lovely size. I think it's bigger than the butterfly one I do actually, but yeah, it's lovely. So this will be part of my probably bird theme, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, I've got to have a collection of all the different PalmSafe things. But they've got all sorts. They've got travel ones, the little one that clips in with a leather, it's like a leather thing. They've just come out with hand soap, which is really lovely. So, yeah. But yeah, apart from that, it's just a busy day of filming, really. And then obviously Halloween soon, so I'll be spending it at my mum's house, watching Spooky Buddies. I looked at it the other day because I can't remember if I bought it digitally or whether I've got to buy a DVD to watch it, because 10 times out of 10, if you try and watch it with Prime Video, they're going to probably charge you for it, like a rental fee. And I looked and I couldn't believe it. I must have bought it last year because it says, you own this film. But I need to talk to you about something. YouTube have come out with this new thing. Apparently, it's called Creator Music or something. But apparently, you can now use music but there's an option to buy the license. So basically you can buy that piece of music, you don't own it, but you can put it in your video and you get to use the license without being copyrighted for it. Now, I don't know whether it's available to everyone yet. I don't know, but I think that's great, because before, when you used a bit of music, it would say copyright strike. And now they're doing a thing where you can buy the license. You don't own it, but you just buy it to use in your video, and you won't get copyright striked for it, because you're actually buying that piece of music. So that's pretty interesting. So I thought that was a brilliant idea. YouTube always gets bigger and better. They've always got new exciting things, there's another thing with this handle thing. Apparently custom URLs and all that with YouTube handles, but apparently they're rolling that out slowly or something. So yeah, can't wait for that. Can I just say, this is, what the hell is that? Ooh, I thought it was an emerald beetle. That reminds me, I've got a collection on that. I wish I would be able to bring that back out again. It was a lovely collection. I'll show you in a minute. I'll finish this line and then I'll show you. But it was called Real Life Bugs, and it's basically bugs that sit in a glass block. Now they look a bit like taxidermy. Taxidermy is basically a real animal's skin, but it's stuffed to make it look like a real animal. But it looks real. No, it looks like taxidermy, this bug, but apparently they're real. But obviously they've been dead in a block, I should imagine. I don't know, or they crawl into it and then they die or something. I don't know how it works, but they're really good. I used to love doing that. I remember going in Martin's. We had a shop in Whitman called Martin's. It's been closed it was open for donkey's years, and it's been closed for quite some time. A new shop took over it, and it's been, I always remember going in there, get me a show. You know, it's always been really, really good. So yeah. Now, if you don't like spiders, now's the time to look away, because I will be showing you it. And it's really weird, because although I hate spiders, I have to have it because it's part of the collection, you see. So I try to hide it in the drawer and not look at it. But there's a massive tarantula. Let me show you. Where is it? If Peter Webster's watching, he would like this, because he's an insect. He deals with insects and that on his channel. But this is what RBA is. So basically it was a collection called Real Life Bugs, and basically in here you can see it's a glass block, but if you look very closely you've got that lining. See that line going across there? And then obviously that's the spider, I should imagine. They said it's Real Life Bugs. I mean, it looks pretty real, but then if you turn it upside down and look at that silver section where the abdomen is, it looks a bit like taxidermy, if you ask me. But it just, looking at that just creeps me out. But it's a good paperweight as well, but I would do anything to have that collection come out again. It is such a lovely... It's such a lovely collection. Okay, so where are we up to? This one, yeah. The stick on this is pretty good. It's not as strong. Some paintings are they're really strong on the stick, but this is, I reckon, a poured glue. I found out from a YouTuber of mine that's in America that apparently when they come with this see-through one, apparently this is poured glue, but when they come with the white backing on it, that's adhesive or something. So I mean, you can tell because obviously at the edge of the painting you can't see that light peely stuff, so you can tell when it's pour glue and when it isn't. So yeah. It's a shame the eyes ain't drilled. Because you can get these. One of the butterflies I did with Craft Buddy, it has these giant diamond eyes and diamond drills. It would have been nice to put, you know, them big drills on there, but it looks as if they've left them out on purpose. I mean, you could always, if you wanted to, put a blob of glue on there and, you know, get a drill big enough to put on there if you wanted to. Let's see what's going on here. A bit of a line section here. Does anyone remember that kids show? It was called Barney, and he goes, "I love you, you love me, la 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 la," with a combine harvester sitting in a tree. I just literally made that bit up. The combine harvester bit. I've got a brand new combine harvester. You know that song that goes, "I've got a brand new combine harvester, I'll give you the key." Very fascinating to watch a combine. I've got a combine. Oh, I've been on the farm today. I've got a combine harvester, lad. One of my acquaintances lives right next door to a field, and he always used to show me the combine harvester, and it comes right up close. So I dread to think what it's like listening to TV while that's going mad. So I do love me Macy Ferguson tractors. I think they're quite nice. La 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 la. So what we're doing now is we're just working around the contour of the eye and bringing this together, but for 30 minutes I think we've done a really good session. This will be the last line here. As much as I'm enjoying this, we're going to do this in blocks of 30, so yeah, but I suspect we'll get this, I reckon, half done. I'm not going to say all done today. I reckon probably halfway if we're lucky, but the weather's dried up now, so that's good. Because obviously I've got to do other filming for the other channels, so I'll try and get as much done at this today. I've set a goal of probably boshing it in a day, because these paintings, you can get them so quick, and they do come with this. So on the back you do get yourself a photo frame if you want to put it up. I mean, it's only cardboard, but for me, I don't plan on using the frame. I plan to like blue tack it to the wall. Or maybe put it in a nice little frame. Okay guys, so that is the last drill. This is lovely colours. I like the way that it's got some grey on it, typical owl colour there with the yellow and the beige there, but it's coming along quite nicely. As I said, we've got to go down here, and then we've got like a little branch that is sitting on there, but I think they've got the colour of the background spot on. It's a lovely, brilliant painting to work on. If you want to get this, the link's in the description. Please be advised that it might be out of stock by the time you see this video, but yeah, if it comes back, it comes back. But yeah, as I said, some of these come out and then never come back in again. It's almost like a limited thing, but please remember to like, share and subscribe. Tap the bell if you want to be notified of all the videos I do. This will be coming to the channel on a Tuesday, around about 4 o'clock, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.